The glitz, the glamour, the awards-winning, I think, song and dance numbers. We can't wait for the Oscars coming up Sunday night.
There's so much to talk about beyond the big races, and joining us now are two of our favorite movie folks, Katey Rich, Hollywood editor for VanityFair.com, and Erik Davis, contributing editor from Fandango. Thanks for joining us, guys. Let's get right to it. What's the best picture? Who's going to win it?
I think, you know, my gut says 12 Years a Slave. My heart says Gravity. I think it's going to be one of those two.
You're not alone on that, though. A lot of people loving Gravity. Katey, what do you think?
Yeah, I love Gravity, too. I still think 12 Years a Slave wins it. I don't think you want to be the person who votes against the anti-slavery movie. It's a big movie. It's an important movie. There have not been very many movies about slavery. I think that helps it win, and it's a great movie.
Does the mass appeal, though, and surprising box office of Gravity help this? And also, there's a huge radio campaign just, coincidentally advertising the movie all the time. Does that help the movie?
I think so. Gravity is like the cool pick. You know, like all the cool kids want Gravity to win.
Right, but then 12 Years a Slave is more of an Oscar pick.
More of the traditional Oscar pick. But I think the Academy Awards needs a movie like Gravity to win because it's the cool kids pick, because it's for the younger kids. The younger kids will be like, oh, Gravity won the Oscars. Maybe I should tune in and watch. And the Academy Awards needs some younger viewers this year. That's why they have some artists like Pink that's going to be on. You know, and I think
Pharrell's going to be there. So that's going to add the hip factor. I'm sorry, what was that?
Frozen.
Oh, Frozen. Of course.
The
kids watching that.
But the kids, a lot of them wanted grown-ups too to win Best Picture. That is not going to happen. Katey, what do you think is the most contested race?
I think it's really the supporting actress category between Jennifer Lawrence and Lupita Nyong'o. There's a lot of people think it's going to be one or the other. I think it's really between those two. There's a strong argument for either of them to win. I think Lupita pulls it out, but Jennifer Lawrence, she'd be the third actress to win 2 back-to-back Oscars.
Could you imagine? See, here's the thing.
But doesn't that hurt her that she just won?
I think it does.
Yeah,
it does.
I was going to say, and how does she come up with another adorable speech? Because she came off as so humble last year. You know what I mean? So I think that would be difficult.
She can't trip again on her way to the stage.
Exactly. Okay, so now, Erik, which race do you think is up for grabs?
You know, I think it depends. Screenplay is one where it's kind of a tough battle. You don't really know what's going to happen there. I think Her may win it for the original screenplay. Adapted screenplay, there's a lot of competition there. Maybe 12 Years a Slave, maybe Captain Phillips. Maybe that's where they throw Captain Phillips.
Captain Phillips, I feel like they've just been totally, just overlooked.
Yeah, Tom Hanks snubbed big time.
Yeah. What about American Hustle?
American Hustle, I don't know.
It could come away winning nothing out of everything. I think costume design has got a chance.
Look at them. I mean, they transformed these guys.
Well, and they didn't get nominated for hair and makeup, which is insane. But
have you felt the love fade away from American Hustle?
I have. I think it was American Hustle and 12 Years a Slave early on, and then all of a sudden Gravity kind of came up and shoved American Hustle out of the way and said, no, I'm here. I'm the front runner.
Well, Gravity carries a lot of weight. What about Best Actor?
That's a tight contest, too. I think the smart money is on Matthew McConaughey. He's won a lot of awards going into this, but I can see Leonardo DiCaprio winning. I can see Chiwetel Ejiofor winning, or Bruce Stern. I really think any of those people could wind up winning. Christian Bale is the only one I think you can
It's that close between those four?
I don't think it's that close. The fans want Leo to win, just because he hasn't won.
I want Matthew.
I thought the fans like Matthew McConaughey.
I like Matthew McConaughey. I think he's going to win. We did a poll on Fandango. The fans want Leo just because it's Leo. But I think Matthew McConaughey is the guy to win.
Okay, so now which category do you guys think is going to provide the biggest upset?
I think that one's still my pick for Best Supporting Actress or Best Actor. Either of those, like we were saying, they're hotly contested. There's a lot of different people between them.
So many dynamics, too. I mean, back to actor. Bruce Stern was great in Nebraska. And years of service to the community. And he is Bruce Stern. What about Best Song?
Yeah, Best Song is an interesting one because you have the Let It Go from Frozen, which the kids are just obsessed with. My daughter, she makes me call her Elsa. That's how obsessed she is.
That's so cute.
So yeah, Frozen is a front runner, but the song from Her, Karen O, the Moon song, is such a beautiful song. You know, and the Oscars like those beautiful songs too, like Falling Slowly won a few years ago, which is a really beautiful song. And then U2 from Mandela, they love that song too, and Pharrell from Despicable Me 2.
That song is way up on the charts too.
Exactly.
What about Happy from Despicable Me 2? But that's like the best sounding song.
And it's in commercials. I mean, it really has exploded. Okay, well now, this is always the part that makes me so sad. The In Memoriam segment, you know, I mean, it's just so hard because, well, we're not happy about this one, but, you know, there's always a controversy, and I heard that this year it's going to be difficult because of Harold Ramis.
Yeah, there's a lot of people to honor, and but I think it's good. I think you want to keep it in there. I think it's important to honor those who contributed to the Hollywood, in the year. But I think you just kind of create a list of notable names of people who've contributed, and then you go with that, and you kind of stick by it. And not everyone is going to like everything.
Yeah.
You just got to go for it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also, what do you do? Is it calendar year or
I think the cutoff date is February 1st, and so that's where it gets tricky with Harold Ramis. And I believe Shirley Temple also died with
That's right.
So you can't not honor them, but then you kind of wonder about other people who might not be as famous who also died after the cutoff, and that's where the controversy comes from. But like Erik said, you can't do everything.
Speaking of controversy, Woody Allen is always controversial, and again, but the Academy seems to love him. Does he win, or do recent allegations, old allegations that are out there again, hurt him?
I don't think they hurt him. I think Cate Blanchett will win Best Actress. She was in Blue Jasmine. In terms of script, maybe. I think it definitely has a shot. I think it's a great movie. I don't think it will hurt him in that respect.
Yeah, I don't think it's really necessary to give him the Oscar for the screenplay this year. There's not really a lot of heat behind that, and I agree. I don't think it will hurt Cate Blanchett. Her performance stands on her own. She has nothing to do with any of the stories about Woody Allen. That's just her performance on her own. And
I want Sandra to win that one too.
Oh,
she won like 3 years ago.
I don't care.
He loves it.
I love that.
Well, Erik Davis and, of course, Katey Rich from Vanity Fair, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And we want to make sure that you tune in tomorrow for a special encore edition of The Couch Celebrating Hollywood. We go all in on the Oscars race, and we are going to look at some Oscar stats that may blow your mind. So that airs tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. on our sister station, CBS 2.
They can have a cookie, can't they?
Right here on WLNY at 7 p.m. Yes, guys, Eleni sent over these cookies for Oscar night. And look, it has all of the...
Fantastic cookies. Aren't these awesome? Look at them.
It looks just like all of them.
So have a cookie. There's a Dame, who is this one?
Judi Dench?
Dame Judy, yeah. It looks like
Doesn't have a chance.
Right.
Meryl doesn't have a chance.
Thanks,
Eat that
guys.
one first.